guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of my hits and shits series. If you are new here, these are essentially all of the products that I have been loving and hating throughout the past month. Now we didn't do a December hits and shits because we did do our yearly favorites series kind of thing. So if you haven't seen all of those videos, I will link them down below. I essentially broke it up into categories. So like my favorite foundations for 2017, my favorite lipsticks, blah, 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 like that. So yeah, let's jump into what products rocked and sucked through the month of January. Got a little bit of background noise in today's video. Living in a new estate, they're excavating the block across the road. You could have done it another day, couldn't you? All right, first up, I've got this month's Deck of Scarlett palette. If you guys didn't see my video that I did on this a couple of weeks ago now, I actually worked with Deck of Scarlett as their artist-in-chief. So I was actually the makeup artist that created the 3 key creative looks that go hand in hand with this palette, which was so exciting. If you haven't heard of Deck of Scarlett, they are a makeup subscription service. So every second month you receive a whole new palette in the mail. It's essentially got everything in it that you need to create a full makeup look. And they also come with like lip liners, lipsticks, eyeliners, and things like that. It just depends on the month. So this is what this month's palette looks like. It is cruelty free and you are not locked in. You could cancel the subscription at any time, but these are the shadows that come with it. And then on this side of the palette, you also get some really nice lipsticks. The pigmentation of this palette is stunning. All of the colors are very easy to blend. They're beautiful and pigmented. They're really, really good quality palettes. And it's a really cool service to test out some colors that perhaps, you haven't tried before. And yeah, I love subscription services. I always have. If you want to see the 3 creative looks that I made using this palette, I will pop the link to the Deck of Scarlett website down below. All the looks are listed on the Instagram. And I did also do a video tutorial, like 2 different kinds of smoky eyes using this. So I'll link that one down below as well. And Deck of Scarlett have also offered you guys a discount coupon code off your first palette. So I will pop that in the description bar down below with the link as well. It's not an affiliate code or anything. It's just there if you want to use it. But yeah, loved working with them on this. You guys have heard me talk about Deck of Scarlett probably a million times now, and I just think that it's really cool that every palette edition release, they're working with a different Instagram or makeup artist or YouTuber or whoever in collaboration to come up with a palette, and I just think it's cool. Next up, I want to talk about these makeup wipes. Now, these arrived in the mail completely randomly, but since these arrived at my front door, I have been using them every single day, and I just think they're really good. So these are from a brand called Black, and they are facial cleansing wipes, essentially for removing makeup and cleansing your skin. They're black. This is the coolest thing ever. So they work exactly the same as any other makeup remover wipes. You wipe all your makeup off with them, you can cleanse your skin. But the cool thing about these is they're actually double-sided. So one side is smooth for removing makeup and eye makeup, things like that. And then the other side's got like these tiny little bumps on it for exfoliating the skin. They don't sting my eyes, they don't sting my skin, they don't leave my face all red or like all oily with like residue and stuff. They're absolutely beautiful, and I just love that I can take all my makeup off and it doesn't look filthy. Brandon has definitely judged me several times before for leaving a dirty makeup wipe next to the bed. Hi, how you doing? With these, you can't even tell that it's dirty. It's the coolest thing. I really, really like them. As far as makeup wipes go, these get a tick from me. I've got a couple of oldies but goodies in this month's hits and shits because, I don't know if it was the move or what it was, but I have had the opportunity to kind of go through a lot of my makeup drawers and throw out things that I didn't want, all that kind of stuff. I have filmed decluttering videos. Don't you worry. And I did all of that probably a month ago, and since doing that, these 2 items, which I used to use and adore and basically use every single day, I again have basically rediscovered them and cannot stop using them. So first one is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Absolutely love this stuff. It's an incredible pressed setting powder. It's translucent. It doesn't go like awful and cakey on the skin. It's a really great one for touching up with during the day. You know how sometimes pressed powders, when you touch up with them during the day, like your face just looks like really bad, like, oh, there are no words. This stuff, you will still look beautiful and smooth and fresh and just, oh, I love it. And it's affordable. Hello. And the other one is this brush here by Sigma. This is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki. This is the F86 brush. Pretty much for I don't know how many years now, I have only been using beauty blenders to blend concealer out underneath my eyes. And I originally, like years ago, used to use this brush to do that. Oh my gosh, why did I stop using this? It works so well. You essentially apply the concealer to the skin and then you go in under the eyes and kind of just buff it out. It gives like a really beautiful airbrushed line between your shadow and the concealer, and it blends it out perfectly. And it just blends it out perfectly without wiping it off the skin. I don't know why I stopped using this. It is so good. I've also been using it to set underneath my eyes with powder as well, and feel silly that I stopped using this. I really did. It is a really, really good brush for that purpose. Absolutely freaking love it. Most of the brushes that I use are Sigma, but this one, if you're gonna try one, like just one, try this one. I don't know if this is gonna be contentious because I have technically only used this palette once, but I love it that much. She makes it into the favorites. Oh my God. ColourPop, you done me dirty. You've just seriously done me dirty. I featured this in it was an eyeshadow palette haul, like a brand new release eyeshadow palette haul. And I opened it up and basically nearly lost the plot. Are you serious? This is the ColourPop collaboration that they did with Kathleen Lights. And oh my God. It is so buttery. It is so pigmented. The color selection in this palette is just, they've just knocked it out of the park. When I originally opened it, I was like, that's different. I like it, but that's different. When you actually use it, it's not really that different at all. It makes sense. The colors are so pigmented. I've actually used it to create this eyeshadow look that I'm wearing today. They're so pigmented. They're so, like, they just pack so much punch. The shimmers are incredible. They're like foils. The matte dark colors are easy to blend. They don't get patchy and gross. There's not heaps of fallout. This is honestly one of the best palettes. Oh, I can easily see myself repurchasing this. Like, honestly, it is that good. And it's affordable. It's so ridiculously affordable. Honestly, Kathleen and ColourPop, you nailed this palette. Absolutely nailed it. And yeah, if you've been on the fence about whether or not to pick it up, get it. You will not regret it. You will absolutely love this guy. All right, next up I've got a body product. And this was actually sent to me by a friend. I need to find out where you purchase it. But the brand is called Sponge L, and they make like these cool little, they're like shower sponges, but they're actually infused with body wash. So like all kind of like embedded in the sponge is like all this body wash. Oh, they smell amazing. I remember when I unwrapped it, I was like, oh, this seems like a little bit gimmicky. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I am obsessed with this. Jen, you need to tell me where I can buy these. These are so good. They soap up like crazy. Like seriously, the shower was like overflowing with bubbles. It's amazing. Pretty much you just get in, you put it under the water, you squeeze it a couple of times to get it all wet, and then you use it to wash your body. Use it exactly the same way that you would use any other sponge, but it eliminates the step of having to kind of put the body wash onto the sponge and then use it. I mean, I know it makes me sound lazy, but it's just so convenient. Like, it's awesome. Holy crap, it smells amazing. And holy crap again, makes your skin so soft. Like, ridiculously soft. I've been using it every day. I'm in love with it and I need to know where to buy it. Where do you buy it? spongel.com. That is their website. I wonder what other scents it comes in. This is the Freesia Pear. Yeah. And it says on the box that it works for 14 plus showers. I've probably used this definitely over 20 times, and it is still chockers full of shower gel. Like, it's not going to be running out anytime soon. Sorry, mine's actually wet. I used it this morning, but honestly, cool idea. Really cool. And then lastly, for the hits, I wanted to show you guys this cheek combo that I have been also using pretty much through the entire month of January. Again, I don't know if it was because I decluttered and reorganized my makeup and I came across them and started using them again. I don't know if it was that. Been using them every day though. So these are two products from ColourPop. So again, ridiculously affordable, and they are both Super Shock cheek products. This one is in the shade Drop of a Hat. This is one of their Super Shock blushes. It is the most beautiful kind of terracotta, just gorgeous blush tone. I remember when I opened it, because it's got like quite a gold sort of reflex to it when you look at it in the little pot here. And I remember being like, is my cheek gonna look like a disco ball? This is just gonna be poor city. Nah, I'm not here for it. Oh my gosh, it looks beautifully smooth on the skin. When you apply it with a brush, you don't even really get any of that like crazy goldness on the cheek. It just looks like this beautiful, healthy, natural glow. I am wearing it today and look at this situation. Can we? Just looks so amazing on the skin. And then I've been doubling it up with this is the Super Shock Cheek in the color Lunch Money. This is a highlighter, and the highlighter's not too over the top. Like, it's a really soft kind of natural looking highlight when it is on the cheek. It just looks very glowy, and the thing that I love most about it is it doesn't emphasize any of my texture or any of my pores. This combo has just been everything for me through the month of January. It's summer here in Australia and it has been hot. Like, I haven't really wanted to wear any makeup at all, and yeah, I've just been reaching for this every day because I want to look put together but natural and not like sweaty. Does that make sense? I don't know. Absolutely love these two, especially paired together. Can't go wrong. All right, so we are finally moving on to the shits for the month of January, and the first one, I'm actually going to be putting this in here. I did do a recent review on this foundation, and in that review I was very much on the fence because it looked terrible when I first applied it. It looked terrible for about the first 4 hours. A lot of texture, looked cakey. It made my skin look really dry, even though we all know I'm super oily. I've used it several other times since then, and I still cannot get it to look smooth, because a lot of people in the comments were saying, oh, maybe it's the primer that you mixed it with, maybe it was the skincare that you used. I've tried and tried and tried to get this to work. Still looks awful for the first 4 or 5 hours. Definitely keeps you super, super matte. Like at the 12-hour mark, like I looked really, really matte. I was really, really impressed with how matte I looked. But in my opinion, it's just not worth it if you're going to look awful for the first 5 hours. There were also a lot of people that were really upset that I didn't speak more about the limited shade range. I did feel that what I said in that video was enough. Tarte definitely did the wrong thing. They should have released a full shade range. There should have been a color for everybody. And like I said in the original video, coming out after people had already complained and saying, oh, hey, we're going to release more shades now. Like I said, it should never have been an afterthought. All the shades should have been there from the start. It's not fair, and I understand why people were upset, and I am sorry to those of you if I have upset you at all. I honestly thought that what I said about it was enough. So for me, unfortunately, no go on this one. I do have the hydrating formula, and I am going to be testing that one out. I just haven't had a chance yet. Maybe that'll go a little bit better on my skin, but if a foundation is going to make me look like a hot, cakey, like patchy, dry, ugly mess for the first 5 hours, no. Another really hyped up product, this is the Maybelline Gigi Hadid Lash Sensational Mascara. What do they call this? Oh, that's all they call it. Right. I have got the original Lash Sensational Mascara by Maybelline, and I just feel like it works a lot better than this. I don't really know exactly what they've done to the formula, but I find it to be really wet. I find it to get clumpy. I feel like it just makes my lashes droop. It doesn't sort of lift them or fan them out. Just no, it doesn't work. No. So for me, this one, well. And then lastly, I've got this highlighter by Essence. This is the Essence Prismatic Holo Lighter Stick. So it's a holographic highlighter stick, but I don't know if it's just this particular color. I've only got one of them. This is in the shade Be Unique, Be a Unicorn, and it swatches quite nicely on your hand. Like when you apply it like that, you definitely can see it. But when it's blended out onto the face, it turns grey. It stops being a highlighter. Maybe you can see it there. It just basically turns grey. And when I first used it, I was like, I look really sick. Like, what's going on? I basically had like grey stripes on my face. I don't know if it's a formula. I don't know if it's the way that it mixes with my yellow undertones, but not a go. And I love purple highlighters normally. So for me, no. So there you have it, guys. Those are all of my most loved and most hated products throughout the month of January. Please let me know in the comment section down below what was your favorites and your hate-rates. Is that a word? I still cannot with this palette. It's sitting there in front of me like, I die. Please also let me know if you have tried out any of the products that I mentioned in this video. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.